Alright, here we have a video from Steak and Butter Gal. Easiest carnivore chocolate ever.
Oh my god!
What in the world? I don't think she eats chocolate. I mean, chocolate is a seed. I mean, what can it be in that? I don't think she eats seeds. There's no way that she eats seeds. I mean, she eats raw meat already. I'm gonna introduce a video here to show that she eats raw meat. I don't know why her fans are not eating raw meat. Like most of them, I'm pretty sure they eat like cooked. Her followers is like cooked carnivores.
I'm not gonna lie, I may have bitten off a little more than I can chew with this recipe, and
Yeah, just obsessed with carbs.
that's because making this carnivore chocolate
First of all, what do people like about chocolate? It's the milk, the sugar, definitely not the cocoa powder. Like nobody likes cocoa powder. It tastes horrible on its own. And yeah, that's about it.
creation is pretty much achieving the impossible. This is the only chocolate I'd ever recommend you indulge in, and everyone I've ever showed this recipe to has either been
I'm pretty sure it's healthier than the normal chocolate because it won't have seeds. It's gonna be like 100% animal products or something.
totally amazed because it's just that cool, or they maybe loved eating it just a little too much. But that's okay, because this chocolate is 100% carnivore.
Yeah, there you have it. It's gonna be healthier for sure. But if you do end up craving chocolate, then you should just buy it. Like seriously, buy it and just realize that it's not real food.
Friendly. So let's get to chocolating.
Before we get to cooking, I just want to make clear that I will be showing you two different types of chocolates, a 100% pure carnivore chocolate and an animal-based chocolate bar, which I made for my husband's birthday. And I really wanted to surprise him.
Okay, I guess what her husbands eat, it's gonna be like real chocolate.
With this recipe, it is
This is what she's showing here, I guess.
definitely the cleanest chocolate bar you could possibly make. So let's start with talking about animal
There's no such thing as clean. I mean, there's lots of heavy metals in the coffee beans.
fats.
Some have less and some have more. Raw butter and yeah, ghee. And what's there? Beef butter. What? Carnivore crisp, grass-fed beef butter.
You all know that I love a high-fat
Alright.
carnivore diet approach. It has really served me well and helped me heal my hormones. With this carnivore chocolate specifically, the magic is going to be with using butter, because the butter will give us that caramelized sweet flavor without actually adding caramel or sugar. Feel free to use your favorite butter brand, and I'm personally using unsalted pasteurized butter for this recipe. I prefer to eat my raw butter on
Yeah, because you're gonna cook it anyway. So what's the point of using raw butter? It's just a waste.
its own. For those who are sensitive to the lactose in butter, feel free to use ghee or even better yet, beef tallow.
Yeah, I did have like a few months ago a bar of chocolate, and it had like milk powder in it, and that caused me like constipation. I can't have pasteurized milk, man.
This is labeled as beef butter, but the ingredients are literally just beef tallow, which is rendered cooked beef fat. Now, I just want to take a second and show you what beef suet looks like, which is the lowest inflammatory, easiest to digest animal fat there is, and it's basically raw beef fat. First step is going to be melting our butter, and I will be using 2 sticks of unsalted pasteurized butter to make my carnivore chocolate bites, as well as my husband's animal-based chocolate bar later in this video. So it's going to take about 5 to 8 minutes for our butter to brown and caramelize. I am heating on medium heat and stirring as often as possible. You will know it's done when you see those dark browned tiny little specks, almost like cinnamon at the bottom. These are the milk solids that are separating from the butter fat. Once our butter is browned, we will take it off the heat and transfer to a heat-proof container. So here I am using a glass Pyrex bowl, but feel free to use any dish that you have on hand. Let's give it a quick mix before we pour it into our molds. And here I'm using some silicone molds that I got super easily on Amazon. But if you don't have these
What in the world? But this is just melted butter that is going to solidify.
molds, you can actually still make it work with ice cube trays. And if you don't have ice cube trays, you can just pour it all over a baking sheet and break it into
This is completely useless.
carnivore chocolate bark. Now, before I transfer everything into the freezer, I just wanted to share a really simple hack to elevate your carnivore chocolate. Bacon bits will not only add that savory contrast to your sweet brown butter bites,
I wouldn't eat this. Yeah, I don't eat pork, and of course I don't eat anything cooked.
but it will also add a delicious crunchy texture. So feel free to sprinkle in bacon bits into your chocolate. I'm actually saving this for my husband's animal-based chocolate bar. Once we fill up our molds, just transfer to the freezer.
This won't be chocolate. Come on, you crave sugar.
And it only takes 10 to 15 minutes for the chocolate to harden. And here's the outcome. And as you can see, we've got some gorgeous yellowish gold chocolate bites, as well as more brown chocolate bites. So how did it turn out so different in color? These yellow ones were just browned for 5 minutes. And then I decided to take a bit of the
Oh, I get it now. So you heat it up until you're destroying it, and the brown one is just heated. It's just overheated until it's like completely destroyed. So it has like pieces of carbon, or I don't know what, but yeah, basically anything that you heat up over a long time, it's going to turn dark. Even if you like overcook like an egg, it's going to turn like darker and darker and darker. And that's what it is. It's not chocolate, it's just overheated butter. It doesn't make any sense to eat it. Like, it would make sense to eat it raw, or like maybe a little bit pasteurized. But yeah, this is just complete cancer. Like, there's no reason to eat this.
melted butter, and
It is healthier than normal chocolate, but you're having chocolate because you crave sugar, basically. You can argue that some people like the bitter chocolate, but even that has some sugar. And the people who say that they like like 100% cocoa chocolate, that also doesn't make any sense. That's just a waste of money. You could just buy cocoa powder and just eat it straight out the bag if you like it that much.
brown it for a couple more minutes to the point where it was on the verge of being burned. You're just
When you want chocolate, you just want sugar. It has sugar in it, and it has milk powder or some type of milk, and milk is also has lactose, which is also a form of sugar. So you basically crave carbs, but instead you're eating this, which is burned and overheated butter.
It's not going to have as creamy of a flavor as the golden yellow ones, but both still taste incredibly rich and decadent. Finish it off with some powdered sugar, and no, it's not
Powdered sugar? Yeah, you're not having powdered sugar. What's that?
real sugar, it's colostrum, and there you go, a
I don't know what colostrum is. I actually have to look it up right now.
beautiful carnivore chocolate.
Colostrum. The colostrum is the first milk produced by mammals. It glands rich in antibodies and nutrients that provides crucial What in the world? So it's some type of powdered milk. Okay, yeah, I guess that's gonna be sweet because it has lactose. But oh my days, why go so far to buy this product when you can. Okay, yeah, you're super religious and you're against eating sugar. I get it now.
chocolate dessert. Now moving
Okay, I understand now. Like this dark one, it's just gonna have like. It's just gonna have like maybe some of that colostrum in it or whatever, like it mixed up with water or something. Like you're still having carbs if you're having that powder. Like, oh my days, this is just so overcomplicated.
on to the beautiful chocolate bar that I made for my husband's birthday. Because he is animal based, it
Maybe added some honey in it or something.
gave me more freedom to really create an extravagant yet decadent chocolate.
And instead of the seeds, it has bacon. Oh my days. I mean, it is better than the seeds, but it's still overcooked or whatever. I would say it is better than the seeds, but I don't think this is going to be as satisfying as just having sugar, because that's what you ultimately crave. Or maybe the raw milk. But in nature, you wouldn't really go to milk the animals. Like it's not the best food to eat. Like it's not super optimal. It would be much easier to just get some fruit.
chocolate bar. And
If it's in season, I would say it's not as easy. But depends where you live. But it doesn't make much sense to make this, to be
instead
honest.
of using honey as the sweetener in the chocolate, why not make an ooey gooey filling and throw in some delicious crunchy bacon bits? So this right here,
The feeling, I bet it's that milk powder turned into a syrup or something.
you are seeing a decadent animal
Maybe added some eggs or some. I don't know what it can be.
based clean chocolate bar with honey bacon filling. So let's get the filling started by making those really crispy, crunchy bacon strips. I am using ButcherBox bacon. It is just the most delicious yet clean bacon I can find. I lay out a couple strips of the bacon onto my air fryer tray rack so that it's really elevated and it gets that really crispy texture. I ended up air
There's a lot of cancer on that. I mean, not cancer, but I mean, you can call it cancer because it's completely denaturalized, or how to say it. Like, if this happened to the pig, like fried to this temperature, it wouldn't be alive anymore, and it wouldn't look natural. And yeah, there you have it. It's just, I don't know.
frying at the highest temperature of my air fryer, which is 450 degrees Fahrenheit, for a total of 15 minutes. So I just really wanted it to be so extremely crispy and crunchy. I used
Oh yeah, the reason why it can cause cancer if you were having a lot of this is because it's destroyed and you're giving to your cells some animal cells that were destroyed. Like what type of nutrients? Yeah, sure, it's some of the nutrients, maybe minerals, are going to survive, but it's not much. And this is the reason why you should eat it raw, or at least not as cooked, not burned like this. Like, why would you want to burn it?
my most powerful pair of scissors and I cut it all up into the tiniest bits I could. And here's the finished outcome, which we will set aside for now so that we can make our chocolate mixture. The chocolate itself only needs 2 ingredients: the brown butter, which we made earlier, and some cacao powder. Now I did
What? Okay, so now you're having seeds. Okay, what in the world? You're having ground up seeds. Grinded. Whatever. It's a powder. It's a seed powder.
some research here because
You did some research here, but then it's not. Okay, maybe she makes this for her husband. I don't think she eats this.
because I wanted to know what the difference between cacao powder and cocoa powder was, and I decided to go with cacao powder because it's basically the unprocessed version of cocoa powder. It's still going to taste just as chocolatey, if not chocolatier and richer, and because my husband
It
does
doesn't matter.
not have issues with his gut or
Okay. It's for her husband. It's not for her. I was right.
autoimmune issues, he is able to tolerate and enjoy chocolate sparingly. So for my husband's chocolate bar itself, I decided to make a dark chocolate for him since he is lactose intolerant and cannot tolerate milk. So just 2 ingredients, 1 tablespoon of cacao powder mixed with 2 cups of melted browned butter. Now with our chocolate bar mold, this is going to be quite important to use. I can't really think of any other way around it, and I specifically chose a deep dish chocolate mold so it has a bit of height.
So it's basically butter and the thing, the powder, the seed powder. So it's basically not overburnt butter like I thought.
So that I have the room to work with.
But this is not for her. It's like for her husband. So it's whatever. So it's basically not carnivore chocolate. The first one that showed that maybe that's for carnivores. But yeah, you're just not gonna get these results, like to be 100% carnivore.
Filling and then layer over the other side of the chocolate. So it's important to fill our chocolate mold no more than halfway full with the melted chocolate. We're going to put it in the freezer to harden up.
Okay, we get it. I mean, I get it. Yeah.
Okay, let me
Wow.
one of these.
Wow. Finally. Finally get some carbs.
Really dark brown butter
My
buns.
God, babe. You overdid it this time. Cheers.
Okay.
Come on, it's not that good.
Oh my God. That?
It's the sugar, man. Why not just take a tablespoon and just eat straight up from that bag? Where's that bag? Where's that bag? Come on. Come on, man. There is this bag. Just eat it straight out of this bag. Why need to turn it into this?
Honey. And then
Or eat the honey. Like what? Why you need to add seeds to it? You're like plant-based people right now. You want to add seeds to bananas or something to turn it into cereal or something.
I see just pure, beautiful chocolate.
There's just something so cute about little bite-sized
There's nothing beautiful about it. I mean, I had it a few months ago because I was curious of it. But yeah, I realized it's not food, and that's it. Like if I ever think of something and I think about it for days, I just go and buy it. Like I don't care. I don't care if it's a vegan food. I don't care. I'm just gonna have it, and just to get disappointed and to never have it again. Because in my opinion, every type of like sweets or all these addicting foods that people are addicted to, it all just disappeared after going primal, like on primal diet. And everything is disappointing that is dry. For example, chocolate is pretty dry. There's like no liquids in it or whatever.
pieces of food. You know, these would be great for kiddos and toddlers, and just as a gift for your loved ones. Let's eat.
I mean,
I would say it's still better to have this. It's still better to have this than to have something from the store, cause yeah, that may contain like milk powder, and if you're lactose intolerant, that's gonna be bad. But if you buy like vegan chocolate, that's gonna have like seed oils instead of milk powder or whatever, and that's also not good. It also has soy lectins. Why would you eat soy? There's no reason for that. So here, I guess they did their best to find the best cocoa powder, and the best cocoa powder that they can find, and it's basically pretty good ingredients, okay? And I would say it's still better to have this than to buy it from the store, but it's really unnecessary. Instead of this, she could have eaten like a fresh raw fruit like watermelon, orange or something sweet and watery, and just have the butter as she normally eats from the stick, and have the honey or whatever, and skip the toxic seed powder. Like, what's the reason to eat the toxic seed powder? I think I'm just gonna finish the video from here. Thanks for watching.